Hey Penny, what's going on?
Is that an electric vehicle?
Yeah man.
I always wondered about those.
Yeah man, sweet.
Can you show me how it works?
Sure. I'm just going to do a little charge now, because I'm just going to top it up a bit.
Right into your house? You
Yep.
can charge it right here?
Yep. So I can just open the latch, put the cable. You just open.
Right.
So this one is a fast charger, which is direct current. And this will charge it maybe in half an hour. This is your AC power from your household or from a public charger. And that will take a little longer to charge. And this one is the one I'm going to be using for
Okay.
home.
And this one takes how long compared to the half
Well,
hour?
it depends. It depends on what type of charging infrastructure you're plugging it in. So if I have 20% to be charged to just top it up, could take 8 hours.
Yeah.
So when I'm getting...
So like while you're sleeping?
Yeah, exactly.
So here in a Barbadian context, you had to adapt for that voltage?
No, they just take the power from the panel and the electrician just put this 220 plug here. So just plug it in here, turn on my little panel switch, and I'm good to go. And I go to bed in the morning, it's finished, take the card off, put it inside,
Okay.
and I'm good to go.
Okay. And you can disengage.
And then I disengage, and that's it. Yeah, so at the office we have a more advanced charger. For this particular charger, you have to have your own cable. Cables will come with the car, so you may have different cables for different cars. So you'll definitely get a cable with the car. So what you'll have to do, once you get the cable, you need to know what your charging infrastructure is like to decide if you're going to need an adapter for that charging infrastructure in your country. Right, so you have the latch here. So we open the latch, and then we can plug this in. So this particular charger, as I said, it's more sophisticated. It could charge as low as what is at home and go up to at least 32 amps, which gives it a little more faster rate in charging. Right, so this particular charging station comes with a cable. So this is a type 1, and this connection is a type 2. So this one is typically US or Japan market, and this one is typically European market. Right. So nothing changes from the vehicle from a hood standpoint. So this is a typical 12-volt battery. So this battery actually operates your auxiliary systems, your radio, your dashboard lights, your headlights. This that looks like an engine is actually a main feature of the car. What it does, it will take the power that you're charging the car with. It will have to convert that power to DC. You're taking it from an AC supply to get it into the batteries. And then when it leaves the battery, it needs to become AC again to drive the motor. So a lot of the features in the car, as it compares on ICE, is the same. So it has a lot of good features like that, which we'll see when we're driving the car.
Penny and I just had a conversation about the Nissan Leaf. Can you tell me how it compares to a regular internal combustion engine car in terms of efficiency and other technical aspects?
Yeah, you know, one thing about the electric, for the Leaf, it's like a normal car, but definitely more efficient. Internal combustion engine giving you about 25%. Electric vehicle, 70%.
So acceleration is also better?
Oh, fearless.
Nice, love it.
Excellent. And you see how quiet it is? I call it a yoga car. You'll notice right here, you'll see the blue.
Right.
So that's the saying that it's getting back energy into the battery.
Is that the regenerative braking?
That is the regenerative braking.
What does affect the range?
Well, you know, climate control. So if I was to turn the AC off,
Right.
I'm now at 354.
Oh, that
So
is
I
a
turn it
difference.
back on, it's now back at 332.
Nice. Do the different driving modes affect the range as well? Or
Well,
what else?
yes, it will affect the range over a course. You'll get enough regenerative braking driving in Econo, as I'm doing now. Particularly, this particular Leaf has a feature called e-pedal.
What is that?
So it helps to brake the car and provide regenerative braking. So now I'm not pressing the brake, and
Right,
the car is going
and
to
the
come to a
car
complete stop.
And what affects the battery life and health?
Well, you know, depending on how you charge it, fast charging is not recommended all the time. It puts too much, it heats up the battery, and that helps to degrade the battery. So obviously, you know, temperature is what affects the battery degradation. So they've always said, depending on a hot climate versus a colder climate,
Right.
you know, there can be differences between the two type of climatic conditions. We're actually sitting on the battery now, so the battery is actually at the ground of the vehicle. having the battery at the base of the car is actually a perfect idea.
So we have a lower center of gravity?
Exactly, so it handles better.
Because there are also a number of concerns about electric vehicles and safety if an accident happens or something.
So thing about safety is that we need proper persons to operate it, manage the car, maintaining the car. Car has about 400 volts going through it, so it's an electric vehicle. So there are particular normal electrical safety requirements. So you need the right technicians to actually maintain the car. If the car is in an accident, we need to have first responders trained. The guys who need to be trained to know that this is an electric vehicle, how do they approach a car, what type of equipment they would need. As a matter of fact, all cars need to have safety features because an internal combustion engine has fuel, and fuel is flammable. An electric vehicle has a battery. Both type of vehicles will need safety requirements. It's just that we need to have the right training for each of the type of vehicles. So there's no worry around the technology of each of the vehicles in that regard.
Hi, Dr. Jackson.
Hey, Charlie, what's going on?
We have a charger at the office. How come you're charging here?
Let's start at the top of it. It's an ultra charger that can charge the car faster. So I can charge it from maybe up to 80% in 30 minutes. You have to pay for these services, so it doesn't come free. So it's now checking for the car and ensuring that the car has been accepted. And then it's asking me which one to choose. I choose the one that is compatible with the car. And look, it's now charging.
Do I have patience for this? I mean, what happens if I have an EV and it runs out of charge?
This car can give you up to 380 kilometers. See the size of Barbados. I know you can get home with 380 kilometers. So you can get home and you go around the island if you want to.
In St. Lucia, where I'm from, quite a hilly island. Isn't there a difference? Like, can I go around the island of St. Lucia?
As a matter of fact, yeah, when you go up the hills, you're going to take a lot more to the battery. When you're coming down the hills, you can actually have regenerative braking, so you actually have power going back into the battery. You can plan your drive in a particular way and you'll be fine. I mean, even for bigger islands like Jamaica, an EV is still appropriate.
What about maintenance? Because, I'm used to having an ICE vehicle, doing my regular checks, the mechanics are quite attuned to my vehicle, but in terms of maintenance, is it more costly? Does it require more from me as the owner of an EV to maintain the vehicle?
Well, it's actually less maintenance for you. I mean, there are less moving parts in an electric vehicle. In an internal combustion engine vehicle, you have maybe over 2,000 moving parts. In an EV, maybe 3 or so. So when you have to go through this quarterly or 3-month maintenance program with your internal combustion engine, you're doing it far less. What I can say, which I was sharing with Cornelia recently, is that you need people to be trained into electric mobility, so you will have the comfort that once you leave it with your mechanic and he's a trained and certified EV maintenance personnel, then you know it's in good hands.
I must say I'm swayed. I am convinced.
Excellent. Love it.